Allow yourself to settle into whatever surface is supporting you right now. There is no need to adjust yourself perfectly or to strive for a specific posture. Just permit your weight to be fully held by the chair, the floor, or the bed beneath you. For these next few moments, you have given yourself a very specific and rare permission. The permission to do absolutely nothing. You might notice that the mind is still humming with the energy of the day. Perhaps there is a lingering sense of being behind, or a faint buzzing of tasks that haven't yet been crossed off. That is okay. You don't need to push those thoughts away or solve them. Simply notice that they are there, like clouds passing over a landscape, while you remain the steady ground beneath. Take a breath, not to change anything, but just to acknowledge that you are here. As you breathe in, perhaps you feel the slight expansion of your chest or belly, and as you breathe out, you might feel a tiny release in the shoulders, a small softening in the jaw. We are going to begin a gentle journey away from the noise of the shoulds and the musts. Imagine for a moment that you are standing at the top of a wide, sun-dappled mountain path. The air here is crisp and clear, and there is a profound sense of space. As you look down the path, you see it winding gracefully toward a protected valley below, a valley filled with warmth, soft light, and an absolute unshakable stillness. With each step you take down this path, you are invited to leave one small piece of that heavy, worn-out feeling behind. You don't have to carry it into the valley. The mountain can hold it for you. Taking your first few steps now, notice the texture of the path beneath your feet. It feels solid, reliable, and ancient. There is no rush. The valley isn't going anywhere, and you are exactly where you need to be. With every step, the air becomes a little warmer. The sounds of the world above begin to fade into a gentle, rhythmic silence. As you descend, you might notice the way the light filters through the trees. It creates patterns of gold and shadow on the ground. You are simply observing. There is nothing to fix here, nothing to catch up on. The trees are not in a hurry to grow, and the path is not in a hurry to reach the bottom. They just are. And for right now, you just are. Perhaps you notice a sensation of heaviness in your limbs as you walk, a tired weight that has been accumulating for a long time. Instead of fighting that tiredness, allow it to become a kind of grounding force. Let the weight of your body help you feel more connected to the earth, more present in this single moment of movement. You are halfway down the path now. The valley looks lush and inviting. You can see the way the tall grass moves in a slow, hypnotic sway. The anxiety that felt so sharp earlier starts to lose its edges here. It begins to feel like a distant echo rather than a present command. You are moving toward a state of pure focus, not the focus of work or productivity, but the soft, unwavering focus of simply being alive. Each exhale you take is an invitation to descend deeper into this quiet. As the breath leaves your body, imagine it carrying away the tension from the back of your neck, the tightness in your forehead, the pressure in your chest. You are becoming lighter with every breath, even as you feel more anchored to the path. As you reach the final turn of the mountain path, the entrance to the valley opens up before you. It is a circle of soft, green earth, surrounded by protective stone walls that radiate the heat of the sun. This is a place where time does not apply. There are no clocks here, no lists, no expectations. There is only the sun, the air, and the profound safety of this moment. Step into the center of this valley now, and as you do, notice how the surface mind begins to quiet. The frantic pace of the day slows down until it matches the slow, steady pulse of the earth beneath you. You have arrived at the place where you are allowed to do absolutely nothing. And in this doing nothing, you are finding a new kind of strength, a quiet focus that begins to gather in the center of your being. Stay here in this stillness for a moment, just breathing the warm air of the valley, noticing the way your body feels when it is truly permitted to rest. As you stand in this valley, the heavy weight of the world begins to feel less like a burden you must carry, and more like an old cloak you are finally free to set down upon the grass. You might notice how the air here feels different. It is thick with the scent of sun-warmed pine and cool earth, a stillness so profound that it seems to absorb the noise of your inner to-do list. The feeling of being behind, of being constantly chased by the next task, begins to dissolve in this vast open space. Because here, there is no behind. There is only the present moment, and the present moment has no deadline. Perhaps you can sense a quiet, underlying belief that has been whispering to you, a thought that says your worth is measured by how much you can juggle, or that you are failing if you aren't constantly in motion. Notice where that belief lives in your tired body. Maybe it's a tightness in the solar plexus or a heaviness in the shoulders. Allow yourself to look at this belief with immense compassion, as if you are looking at a child who has been trying to run a race that has no finish line. It is understandable why you felt you had to keep up. The world asks so much, but in this valley, those demands cannot reach you. You might realize that the feeling of being worn out is not a sign of weakness, but a signal from your soul that it is time to shift your focus away from the horizontal line of tasks and toward the vertical depth of your own being. Focus. Let that word settle into your awareness like a steady light. Not the focus of intense labor or stressful concentration, but a soft, singular focus on the fact that you are here, and you are enough, exactly as you are, even when you are doing absolutely nothing. Imagine, if you will, a small, clear pool of water in the center of this valley. It is perfectly still, reflecting the wide blue sky above. This pool represents your capacity for focus. When the world demands your attention in 1,000 directions, it's as if 1,000 stones are being thrown into the water, creating a chaos of ripples. But now, as you sit by the edge of this pool, you choose to throw nothing. You simply watch the water become a mirror. In this stillness, a new understanding begins to emerge, a reframe of your reality. Perhaps the truth is not that you are behind, but that you have been operating under the illusion that you must be everywhere at once. The truth is that you can only ever be in one place, doing one thing at one time. And when you accept this, the pressure begins to leak away. You are not behind. You are simply right here. And right here is the only place life actually happens. Allow this feeling of being right here to anchor you. You might notice a sense of relief spreading through your chest, a softening of the muscles around your eyes. The anxiety that felt so loud earlier begins to feel like a distant hum, something that exists outside of this protected space. You are finding that when you stop trying to keep up with everything, you finally have the space to keep up with yourself. The word focus becomes your sanctuary. When the mind tries to dart away to a task for tomorrow or a mistake from yesterday, you gently invite it back to this word. Focus, the steady pulse of your breath, the warmth of the sun on your hands, the profound permission to exist without producing anything. You are reclaiming your energy from all the places you've scattered it. Imagine those fragments of your attention returning to you now, like birds returning to a quiet grove at dusk. They settle in the branches of your mind, and the forest becomes still. You are becoming whole again, no longer stretched thin across a dozen different obligations. You are gathering your power back into this one singular moment of being. As you rest in this valley of stillness, you might notice that your exhaustion is starting to transform into a deep, nourishing rest. It's as if the very ground beneath you is absorbing your fatigue and offering back a steady, quiet vitality. You are learning that doing nothing is not a waste of time, but the most essential use of it. It is the soil in which your clarity grows. Feel the strength in this vulnerability, the courage it takes to stop in a world that demands you go. You are practicing a new way of moving through your life, not as a person driven by the fear of being left behind, but as a person guided by the clarity of their own center. You are learning to trust that what is truly important will remain, and what is secondary can wait. Focus on the space between your breaths. Focus on the sensation of your body becoming lighter, even as it feels more grounded. You are safe here. You are permitted to be still. And in this stillness, you are discovering that the mountain of work you left behind is much smaller than the vastness of the peace you are finding now. As you rest in this valley of stillness, where the air is cool and the demands of the world feel like a distant hum, you might begin to notice a shift in how you view the days ahead. Perhaps you can imagine yourself stepping back onto the mountain path, not to climb in exhaustion, but to walk with a rhythmic, steady focus. Visualize a specific moment that usually feels like a wait, a moment in the near future where the old familiar pressure begins to rise. Maybe it is a morning when the notifications are already waiting, or a late afternoon when the list of tasks seems to stretch out like an endless road. See this moment clearly, but notice that you are observing it from this place of deep, restored quiet. Observe the trigger, that sudden internal tightening, that voice that whispers you are falling behind, and instead of rushing to meet it with anxiety, you simply pause. You bring your focus to the sensation of your feet on the ground. You feel the air in your lungs, and you say to yourself, I am allowed to do nothing for a moment. Watch as the version of you in this future scene chooses a deliberate, slow breath instead of a frantic start. Notice how the atmosphere around you changes when you refuse to be hurried by the ghost of what hasn't been done yet. In this future moment, you are not reacting. You are responding with a quiet clarity. You see the tasks, the emails, the expectations, but you see them through the lens of your own rhythm. Imagine yourself looking at a long list and choosing one single point of focus, just one, and letting everything else fade into a soft, unimportant blur. There is no rush here. There is only the presence you bring to this one thing. You might notice that when you give yourself permission to do nothing, you actually gain the power to do what is necessary with a steady hand and a clear mind. Allow yourself to feel the relief of this new way of being. It is a physical sensation, a loosening in the shoulders, a softening of the brow. You are no longer a person who is constantly behind. You are a person who is exactly where they need to be. You are learning that the world does not collapse when you take a breath. In fact, the world becomes sharper, more manageable, and more beautiful when you approach it from a center of stillness. You are practicing the art of being the eye of the storm, focused, calm, and entirely present. Take a moment to sit with this image of your future self. Notice the expression on your face. It is not the expression of someone who is worn out, but of someone who has discovered an inexhaustible well of patience within. You are moving through your responsibilities like water flowing over stones. The stones are there, but the water is not hindered by them. It simply moves around them, focused on its own path, its own pace. Let this new understanding settle into your muscles and your bones. It is becoming a part of your momentum. You are realizing that your worth is not measured by the length of your finished list, but by the quality of your presence. And today, your presence is deep and wide. It is okay to let things wait. It is okay to protect this inner quiet. It is, in fact, the most important thing you can do. As you hold this vision of your future, notice how the anxiety that once felt so heavy begins to dissipate, like mist burning off in the morning sun. What remains is a sense of capability, a grounded focus that doesn't need to shout to be heard. You are reclaiming your time. You are reclaiming your energy. And you are doing so by simply allowing yourself the grace of this pause. Perhaps you can hear yourself saying quietly, in the privacy of your own mind, I am allowed to slow down. I am allowed to let the world wait. My focus is my own, and I choose where it goes. It is safe to be still. It is safe to be tired, and it is safe to rest. I am not behind. I am simply here. Feel the truth of these words as they vibrate through you. They are not just thoughts. They are permissions you are granting to yourself. Permissions that you will carry back with you from this valley, up the path, and into the busy rooms of your life. You are building a sanctuary inside yourself that no deadline can enter, a place where you can always return to find your focus. Spend a few more moments in this visualization. See yourself navigating a high-pressure situation with this new, quiet confidence. Notice how others react to your calm. They may not say anything, but they feel the shift. You are a steadying influence, starting with yourself. And you realize that by doing less, you are actually becoming more present, more authentic, more alive. As the music carries you, let these images of your future self integrate with who you are right now. There is no gap between the two. You are already this person. You are already the one who knows how to pause. You are already the one who knows how to focus. You are simply remembering what has always been true. As you rest in this space, you might notice how the weight of being behind has begun to dissolve, replaced by the simple, solid reality of being exactly where you are. This shift is not something you have to manufacture or force. It is a natural settling, like the dust finding the floor after a long day of movement. You have given yourself the rare and beautiful gift of doing absolutely nothing. And in this nothingness, you have found the very thing that the world of doing could never provide: a sense of being whole, exactly as you are, without a single task completed. Perhaps you can feel the cellular relief that comes when the mind stops searching for the next fire to put out, when the heart stops bracing for the next demand. In this quiet valley of the mind, the frantic whispers of more and faster have no echoes. There is only the rhythm of your own life, beating steadily, reminding you that your value is inherent. It is not something you earn through a checklist. It is the ground you walk upon. Think of this state as your new baseline, a place of focus that you can return to even when the pace of life begins to pick up again. You are learning to carry this inner stillness with you, so that when you eventually move back into the world of deadlines and expectations, you do so from a center that cannot be shaken. You are not a vessel to be drained by the world. You are a well that is replenished by your own willingness to stop. Allow these soft truths to weave themselves into the fabric of your day. Perhaps they feel like gentle affirmations, moving through your awareness like a slow-moving stream. It is safe for me to move at my own pace. I am allowed to let things wait while I tend to my own peace. My worth is not measured by my productivity. I choose to focus on one breath, one moment, one step at a time. I am enough, even in the pauses. As these words land, Notice if there is a particular part of your body that feels more spacious. Perhaps the shoulders have dropped a fraction of an inch more. Perhaps the breath has found a deeper, more effortless home in the belly. This is the feeling of your nervous system coming back into balance. This is what it feels like to be truly supported by your own presence. You might imagine that this feeling of calm is like a soft, warm light surrounding you, a protective barrier that allows you to engage with life without being overwhelmed by it. When you see a long list of tasks, you can look at them through this light, seeing them for what they are, just things to be done, rather than reflections of your character or your success. You have the power to choose what receives your focus, and you have the power to choose yourself first. As we begin to transition into a period of silent integration, allow yourself to remain in this state of deep, restorative rest. There is no need to rush back. There is no need to plan the next hour. For now, the only thing on your schedule is the continued experience of being alive and at peace. You have reclaimed your time. You have reclaimed your energy, and you have remembered how to breathe through the noise. Everything you have found here today stays with you. It is a quiet momentum that will carry you forward with more clarity and less strain. You are becoming the person who acts from a place of abundance rather than a place of deficit. Someone who knows that the most important thing you can ever accomplish is being fully present in your own life. Stay here for as long as you'd like. Let the music continue while you simply reflect, breathe, and allow today's experience to become part of your momentum. Before we finish, I'd like to leave you with one thought. No two minds are exactly alike. Your experiences are unique. Your challenges are unique. Your goals are unique. So your sessions should be unique. At MyMomentum, every session is created specifically for you, shaped around your goals, your experiences, and the way your mind works. Visit MyMomentumNow.com to create your own personalized session and discover what becomes possible when your mind is guided in a way that's uniquely yours.